All right, so today we're talking about a lens that anyone and everyone should have it in their setup. A lens that will help you do pretty much all kinds of photography, including macro. Hey, what is good everyone, Chris here. Welcome back to the channel. And I know that the last video didn't do very well for you guys. I'm not sure what, I don't know, bothered you in me shooting wildlife photography with my phone. I don't know why didn't we get the views, because to me it was pretty interesting video, and it took me a little bit to make it. But nonetheless, today we're talking about gear, and I know you love gear, and we're talking especially about a lens that I have for over probably 15 years now. This is the Nikon F-mount 50mm f1.8G. And there are a lot of iterations of this lens, the D, the AI. I do have, I think this is the AIS right here. All of them are great lenses in my opinion, but let's talk a little bit about it and why this lens should be in your setup and everyone else's. And I'm not talking about Nikon especially, I'm talking about 50mm lenses, the nifty 50s for all setups. This lens is pretty versatile, and this one in particular, the Nikon 50mm f1.8G, it's very light, very portable, very small. This is the old one, this is the new one, and you can tell there is not much difference between them. It's built out of plastic, not very sturdy or solid, but it does have a metal mount and obviously the electronic contacts to transfer all the data to your processor in the camera. So yeah, it's the build quality. I won't say it's a great lens. I will tell you that I dropped this one at least 5-6 times in the past, and it's still here. It doesn't rattle, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't have any image stabilization. It does have a rubber gasket, so it's pretty much weather sealed. I don't know, or to some extent this one will hold in like heavy rain or snow or dust storms or stuff like that, but I didn't have any problems getting any kind of moisture or dust or anything on my sensor in my cameras when I was using this one. Now this is the F mount, and to use it on the Nikon Z mount you have to use the FTZ adapter, either the first or the second iteration. I have the second iteration, and this one paired with it, it's a little bit bigger. I would say looks like a 50mm f1.4 now. I don't know, it's light, still very portable, great for many genres of photography. Optical quality, there are not many things to talk about. Like I said, this is an old lens, and most of the 50mm f1.8s are old because nowadays they don't release these kind of lenses. They go for 1.2s and 1.4s, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, obviously it's a great thing, but these ones were very portable, very versatile in the past, and they still are. The autofocus on this lens is great. I would say it's on par to probably the cheapest native mount lenses that I used. It's not bad if you are trying to shoot subjects in motion, kids, or I don't know, whatever you want to, like cars and stuff like that. You just have to learn it a little bit and adapt and set up your autofocus accordingly. But other than that, it's a great lens, and it's an autofocus lens on the FTZ adapter on the Z cameras. Obviously, it's an autofocus lens for DSLR cameras, the old Nikon's cameras. In terms of features, it doesn't have much. Like I said, it's weather sealed with a little bit of a rubber gasket. Also, it has the autofocus manual focus ring. The focus ring is, I would say, a little bit, mine might be because of aging, but it's a little bit, it feels like it's grinding a little bit, but and it's not very smooth, but it's working. And if you didn't know, this is a like a fun tip. These lenses were used as macro lenses, besides the fact that they shoot to around, I think, 45 centimeters. The minimal focus distance is about 45 centimeters. You can also reverse the lens and hold it on your mount on any camera, DSLR or SLRs, and even the old SLRs, the film cameras. And by moving forward and backwards, you can basically acquire the focus, and the focus distance is pretty small. It's like, I don't know, 10 centimeters, something like that. And you get a magnification of, I think it's 1:2 magnification. So you can use it as a macro lens as well in a pinch if you need it. Great lens for, like I said, any kind of genres of photography. I shot street photography with it. I shot weddings. I shot portraits with it. Especially if you're putting it on an APS-C sensor, it's going to become a 75 millimeter, so it's great for portraits. If you want to shoot street photography and matching up with a full frame body, that will be like 50 millimeter, and the aperture is pretty wide enough to get you out of any situation, low light situation, even at night. I think this lens is great even for astrophotography if you have plenty of space and you are trying to photograph stars and stuff like that, like the night sky. I'm pretty shocked how good this lens held up in all my endeavors in wedding and portrait photography for many years. And I didn't use it constantly. I definitely had other lenses, native lenses, but when I want a beautiful, smooth and creamy bokeh or bokeh, and I want a great vintage character look, because this one has a little bit of a character compared to the Z-mount, new Z-mount lenses. It has a warmer color, like a warmer tint to the photos. I would always jump to this lens, and like I said, the autofocus is good enough for all kinds of situations. Now, obviously, you're not shooting hummingbirds with it, but if you do, you're probably gonna do well if you adapt your autofocus on these new cameras that are already amazing in tracking and all that. I really love this lens, and I want to share it with you because this video is made literally in a pinch. I found it on the shelf, didn't use it in, I would say, 6 months, and I remember how good this lens is, and I wanted to basically share it with you guys. And if you don't have a 50mm f1.8, a nifty 50 lens, please buy one because they're pretty cheap. This one goes now for, I don't know, between 85 and 100 bucks. They were never super expensive, but they didn't lose much value. I think actually this one, the G1, goes for over 120, 140, something like that, because of how good the image quality is out of it. And because we're talking about image quality, I want to tell you a few things. First and foremost, I already mentioned the bokeh is smooth and creamy. It's very nice. It's very sharp from 1.8 all the way up to, I would say, f11, f16, something like that, when the diffraction kicks in. And the colors that this lens, this combination provides are amazing. Now, the filter thread is 58 millimeters, and they're easy to find. They're not super expensive, and I would advise you to buy one to not have to clean the front element of the lens. I'm not sure if you can see, but the front element is very deep inside the lens, and it's pretty hard to clean it. It's a small element and it's very hard to clean. So if you get a I don't know, a mist filter or even an UV filter, I'm not a big fan of them, but if you get a good one, just put it on because it's going to be easier to keep the front element clean. And with that, I think that's all I wanted to say to you guys about this beautiful lens. 5 stars on optical quality, 4 stars on autofocus. I would say 3 stars on build because it's built out of plastic. It does have, I forgot to mention, it does have a scale window right here, so you can see exactly where you are when you're focusing distance, and just switch it to manual. And maybe for street photography, this is pretty helpful. The autofocus, I would say, like I said, 4 stars. What is the other one? The build quality, the portability, and the usage of this lens. 5 stars for sure. Very light. You can put it in your pocket, and you're not gonna even know that you have it in. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Please share these videos, and also give these videos a thumbs up. That triggers the algorithm, and more people will be able to see the videos, because YouTube is gonna show these videos to more people. And that's it. I love you all, and love beats hate always.